Yo, everybody, welcome back to the Ham Channel. What's going on, old and new viewers tuning in? I'm right back at it with yet another podcast this week. A special guest, a true guest, true skateboard creator himself. Everybody, if you haven't, meet the man, Tomas.
What's up, world? How's it going? Thanks for having me, Dino.
Very excited to have him in the house tonight.
Oh,
Finally.
Man, you have no idea.
It's been, I think I started this channel like 3 months ago or so, maybe a little longer than that. I don't know. I haven't done very many podcasts.
Hasn't been that long, man. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I'm trying to think, but all I thought of was once I started it, I wanted to have one podcast other than him that was super important to me, and that was the creation of the skate park. But him eventually had to happen. I didn't want to get much further into all of this because why? The man created Tru Skateboards. Like, I brought a ton of boards. We got a bunch of our favorite boards. Well, not all of our favorite are here. We just brought a few.
Yeah, just a few. Yeah.
Some of mine.
I brought two. That's cool.
Yeah. We got a lot to talk about, though, so I don't really know how long this is going to go, but I'm excited for these because this guy right here, man, like in 2014, created something that's kind of turned into my heart and soul in skateboarding. It's I live and die for Tru Skateboards. I think everybody watching right now, if you know me, you know that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thanks for all the love. I really do. Without Dino, man.
It's been a ride, and it was a ride before that. I mean, it's Tru Skateboards in 2014, but it was another whole company prior with other people. 8 Up Skateboards.
Yeah. Peace to 8 Up. Shout out to them. And
8 Up, shout out to the whole beginning of that. Casey, Fred, Andrew Michaels.
Yeah.
all you guys, man.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that, Dino. Yeah. We'll get into
Anyway, don't want to jump too far ahead. But,
yeah. Let's go.
Let's go. I mean, you created Tru Skateboards, but it didn't just start with that. It didn't even start with 8 Up. Tell me your story. You began where? Where did you begin at?
Carlsbad, California. I'm from San Diego originally. Moved here to Peoria. Illinois, and I don't want to show my age. When I was 14, so we'll just leave it at that. So I've been here for a while, but it all started in California, man. You know, growing up, skateboarding, surfing, boogie boarding, BMXing, anything extreme around that time was just live. You know, it was just a different time. And it was a great time, and I just grew up doing that, and that's just kind of followed into what it is now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Skateboarding back when you were 14 and now what it is today and what we're going through in 2021.
Yeah. Oh, it's come a long way.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. That's for sure.
It's crazy. Like, I've never been more excited for skateboarding than this coming year. Like, I've always been excited. It's always fun.
It's getting crazy.
But yeah, with all these different generations of skaters and like different types of people.
No, it's getting ridiculous. I mean,
I could sell skateboards to people who I would never expect to want to skate.
Oh yeah. When the COVID hit, man, it was ridiculous. I mean, people that you didn't think that were gonna want to skate or call you for a skateboard were calling you for a skateboard or wanting to skate.
True.
Just to get back into it, just to do something, get out of the house, do something.
COVID sucked, but it kind of helped skating in a way.
It did.
It's kind of weird. I mean, I was building ramps for people. Sitting at home, couldn't work. And people were wanting to come over. I think
it brought people together. Then it brought the community together.
Somehow,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it made sense. It makes total sense.
Yeah,
but man, so you were out in Carlsbad, California, somewhere where I should be. Where I wish I was
right. No, that's like the Mecca. You know, San Diego is. You know, obviously, if you go back to the history, or if you don't know about the history, you should know about that history. I mean, so many skaters came out of there. My high school, which I didn't get a chance to go to, but is the Carlsbad Gap. And if you go back to see some videos, a lot of skaters grew up in that high school alone. I mean, the Gap is just one. Yeah. That's just one section. I mean, you got to think of there's so many other
it's gone, right?
transitions. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, completely gone. But if you look back at old videos, you would see like Ronnie Mullen, obviously,
Chris Cole.
Chris Cole. I mean, Costin, I mean, Santos, I mean, the list goes on and on and on, obviously. So, man. But no, it's the Mecca, man. I mean,
that's
Tony Hawk. Yeah, I mean, Tony Hawk in my town. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I think he had a house there at one point. He had a house in Encinitas, which is equivalents of 20 minutes away, 15 minutes away. Hell, I mean, true story, not making this up. I saw him at the skate shop that I used to go to all the time. And I mean, it was just random. We were kids, we didn't know, but it was random to see him there. But yeah, we used to go there all the time, and who knows how many other skaters showed up there that are now pro and huge in the industry. That who knows? I was a kid, I didn't know any better. But I know, Tony Hawk is obviously a very distinguished person, and back then he had like the wave over hair, very surfer type,
super skinny always.
Yeah, right, tall and skinny. So obviously we knew that, hey, that's Tony Hawk, but we weren't the type, that would, approach obviously somebody random like that, but it was just because it was normal. I mean, all the guys down there looked like that, and all the guys, what I mean, skated. So it was kind of normal almost, but not trying to say that,
I just kind of want to let y'all know too, like, me and T's been friends since 8 Up Days, and before all that, like a long ass time.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that. 2010.
Yes, but the best part about it is, guys, listen, he's gonna be talking about stuff in this interview that I don't even know yet. Like, I didn't even know Carlsbad was his high school, and yet we talk and we play video games every week.
That's crazy.
we hang out, we talk all the time.
Call of Duty all the time.
Yeah, it's just we play games and we suck. Let's just say
no. That's not
right.
true. That's not true. You're pretty good. Dino. I've watched you.
It's fun.
I've watched the one when I die and I'm watching you. It's ridiculous.
It's fun to play, and we get along playing it. And
with my cousin Alex Romero. shout out to Shooter.
Shooter got it. Oh man, I'm glad we shouted him out.
Yeah, but, we had to. Yeah,
had to.
But yeah.
So
good
you're
times.
You're out in Cali. You're young. What brought you to Illinois? Is that too fast?
Well, no. Actually, what brought me to Illinois was my dad's sisters live here, and pretty much we visited in '92. He loved it. He liked it. Moved here in '94. So we already have family here, so we just moved here.
Really?
And pretty much. Yeah, we just
went you have a lot of family out there?
I didn't have a choice, obviously I had to
didn't?
move here, obviously without a choice.
Some kids have choices like, hey, I'm going to leave you out here, finish your high school. Sometimes
Oh, no,
I've seen
sure,
that.
sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, stay with like an aunt or an uncle or whatever.
If you don't want to leave your friends and all that.
Yeah,
like, I've
no,
seen
definitely.
Pros do that a lot. They, have opportunities, stay in Cali.
Sure. Well, I wasn't on no pro status. I did skate, but I wasn't, equivalent to anything like that. But no, yeah. So we moved here, obviously more better opportunity here than it is out there. Especially now. I mean, it's ridiculous how expensive it is. I mean, my hometown of Carlsbad is now like a tourist attraction place. They had like a Legoland there.
Oh yeah.
It's now not what it used to be then. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But yeah, no, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm glad that I'm here. And
man, I just felt like I mean, honestly, I'm not even saying it, but like I would much rather skate there. But you're probably saying the living situation is much.
The choice was better living here. I mean, we couldn't purchase a home down there, and yet my parents bought a house here and paid it off in 2 years.
So, I mean, that makes total sense. I know all the skaters here who are trying to, like, reach out and just do anything possible, get in their right mind to get to California. And they know, like, the living situation, the struggle that it's going to take for them to live in their vans.
Oh, man. I mean, even back then, there was guys that would shack up 5 guys in a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment.
That's how...
And that's, I mean, whatever it takes, obviously. But, I mean, the living condition down there, maybe not condition, but the living expense down there is just ridiculous. I mean, but it's worth you trying to make it,
absolutely.
That makes sense.
Absolutely.
It's worth.
Well, because, I mean, probably when you were 14 in that area, like, I know there, like, back then, like, I listened to other people's interviews, like Dustin Dolan and all those guys talking about their like, journey through pro skateboarding. And
sure,
pro skateboarding meant I'm a pro skateboarder, but I live with 4 guys in a house with other pros, and that's how we do it.
And shit gets hectic, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen her stories, you've seen videos, and it gets hectic, and people are, just...
Sometimes think, I've learned back in the day now, like, watching it all and, like, knowing pro, like, Dustin Dolan, he's like, being a pro skateboarder, I always thought meant that guy lived in a helicopter or he lived in a huge mansion. Just because you're pro doesn't mean it's all bells and whistles,
Yeah, definitely. It's funny you talk about Dustin Dolan.
I freaking love Dustin Dolan.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I had no idea who he was when I started skating, and then a buddy of mine, Jesse Butts, shout out, Brendan Keller, shout out. They like adored this dude. they go to Baker demos. They show me Baker 3. Like
Sure,
Baker
yeah.
3 is like one of my favorite videos now, probably.
I want to say that might be when I was introduced to him, but I'm sure it was further back.
Never met him.
before.
That they've met him, but I've never met him.
Okay,
But watching
yeah.
all his interviews and his interviews with the 9 Club, shout out Chris Patras, all that interview, man, I learned
Yeah.
so much from him. He's just hilarious. And I mean, just his skating, who can take shots of whiskey or whatever the hell he's shooting, then go back 50 at
I
13
know.
second.
I think actually that's the only way he skates is if he's actually loaded.
I believe that. Like,
No,
I don't
no,
think
he skates even better.
sober.
I think he can't skate sober,
Or
or maybe he's just always fucked up. Maybe that's just I don't know. But
Well, where
but
he's-
yeah, I love the guy too. You know, good, yeah.
We could talk
I
about him
agree with you.
forever,
No, I
too.
totally agree with you. Yeah, I love the
Jeez.
guy. Yeah, definitely.
So, okay, you're here in Illinois. You were how old?
I was
at that
14.
point?
So I was
Moved here.
14, moved here, whole different culture. Everything was completely different from there. Obviously, I didn't have the skateboarding, the surfing, the boogie boarding, and all that.
Gone.
Gone. Yeah. So everything's new and like a whole new life here, man. So then, let's fast forward. I'd say probably 2009, 2010.
Okay, here we are.
Yeah, 2009, 2010. Back then, I was going a little crazy. I was riding motorcycles, buying cars, doing the whole lifestyle, I guess, like mid-20s at that point. So, yeah, fast forward. I was riding motorcycles, and we met a whole different people, kind of different people that were riding bikes. And one of the guys was Casey Baldwin. Shout out to Casey, man.
Casey, man, thanks for
Yeah,
everything.
without him, I don't think I'd be sitting here with you right now, actually. So, yeah, definitely.
With you and him being partners, man, you were two separate dudes running one company, and I gotta say, it kind of worked for me. Like, I was hyped on you guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, it came to that, but it initially didn't start like that. Initially, like I said, we were riding motorcycles together, and he wanted to come up with a brand, more like a T-shirt brand, or his idea was just come out with a brand.
Okay.
And we're like, all right, cool, let's do it. He wanted to do it, and that's kind of actually he started it first, and then brought me on, and then he said, let's do skateboarding. Let's just try to get some skaters. Let's try to get some motocross guys, just the extreme kind of lifestyle, I guess. And skaters was obviously one of them. He used to skate when he was younger. I used to skate when I was younger. We're both from California. And he brought me in and was like, you want to do it? I said, hell yeah, I want to do it. Of course I want to do it. And so we started doing that in 2009. And then we got, obviously we got some of what I like to think was some of the sickest skaters around the area, not to take anything away from the Peoria guys. But yeah, the Peking guys they lived and breathed. They were just skate rats, man. And one of them was a young redhead named Fred. Shout out to Fred. That is my guy. He's been with me since day one.
Picture of Fred right there. This guy.
He's been there since day one, man. I met him when he was 12 years old, and he's mid-20s now. So
I think I met him. I would have met him a year later, and he was 13. And I've never seen a kid just like his tray flip at that age was so good, and it's never changed.
He'll tell you he started. That was his first trick.
Was it really?
And it's now his go-to. I mean, he could do it in his
Every
sleep.
time.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so we met some of those guys down there. He brought all his buddies on, and like I said, they were skate rats, man. That's what we were looking for. The guys that lived and breathed it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Not the guys that were kind of nerdy in high school and then decided, hey, skateboarding is cool. Let me get into skateboarding.
Raw skaters.
They were literally raw skaters from the beginning. In 2010, I met this guy I'm standing next to right now. I met Dino at a contest.
Yeah.
And we had to put him on. We had to put him on right away. It was no question.
I showed up, dude. That was like just a day of like, oh, a contest, man. It's gonna be fun. And I seen 8 Up over in the corner, and I'm like, oh, like I don't have any sponsors. I don't have anything at all. Like, I show up, I'm just happy to skate with dudes that are really good.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. I see you up there, Casey, and I see your whole team, and I'm like intimidated. Like, these dudes are gonna kill it. And I was gonna show that clip like right here of I think this pretty much did it. Like this clip. Yeah, that right there, man. Like when I did that, I just felt like I didn't even care if I won or lost. But like that right there was like the biggest moment of my life. And then when they come up and like at that point, I'm just like, they're gonna ask me to like ride for
Yeah.
him.
I think Casey saw that and was like, "Yeah, we're putting him on.
Dude.
He's on. Let's do it."
And it's exactly how it went, man.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys came up to me and talked to me and was like putting me on, it's like a little kid's dream come true, but I'm 18.
Yeah.
You know, you just wish that. That's what every skater obviously would love to hear. And it happened to me at 18, and I was just like, dude, free board a month. That's enough. That's enough for me, man.
Sure.
And you guys made it happen. Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate that because it's changed my life. You know, it pushed me so much harder. I'm sure it did.
But so that was 2010.
8 Up starts.
Yeah. So 8 Up
up.
started. We blown up. 2010. We met you. We got you on the team. And, you know, a couple other guys that I know I'm going to forget, but then we put other guys on.
Smo.
Other guys got off.
Smo on and off.
Smo was a
What do
little
you
bit. I think
count?
Smo came maybe a year later, if I'm not mistaken. But
Because we started hitting so many contests
we
together.
we started hitting contests. We started coming down to St. Louis, and I think, you know, Smo beams with Springfield.
Yeah.
We met a lot of guys. Rhymes, you know, shout out to Aaron Rhymes.
Aaron, shout out, baby.
We met Rhymes, Smo, and then some of that crew. And again, I'm going to forget a lot of people, you know, that we met at that time.
At that time, I'm scared to jump ahead too far.
Yeah, no, definitely, man.
hard.
Yeah, you know,
There's so many dudes.
yeah, so many dudes, man. But yeah, Smo was definitely on 8 Up. He didn't actually get a signature board, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he actually had a signature board. But see, me and Casey didn't, you know, he didn't really agree to the whole, you know, thing of putting, you know, the skaters on boards or anything like that, and that's why. You know, there's a lot of differences there, but, you know, we're not going to get into that. But, yeah, so he wanted to do his designs, his ideas, and obviously they were all great ideas and great, you know, designs. And they ended up being great boards, and I'm not going to take anything from that. Mm-hmm. They were awesome boards.
Oh, yeah.
But, so him and I had a falling out, you know, cut to a couple years later. He just didn't want to do it anymore. It wasn't like he just said, you know, F this, you know, he was just like, he just didn't want to do it anymore. He kind of wanted to, you know,
And
do what he's doing now,
very,
actually, you know, very entrepreneur, very,
Successful.
savvy, successful
Very
guy,
successful.
man. And, man, he is doing great for himself, man. I'm super
he get
proud
married?
for what he's doing. No, he's not married. I don't know his situation.
I didn't jump into that either.
I don't know his situation on that as a
Okay.
matter of fact, but he's not married, but he is a very successful person. He's very smart, and I'm very proud of him and what he's doing now.
Good.
He's doing very, very big things in Peoria, man. Very,
deal.
very big things.
What they were doing with 8 Up at the time, I was having so much fun, and it's transferred in to Tru Skateboards, and like however he started running it, it's never changed. So if you do ever get to ride for some company, or even if it's a small shop, man, if they do something and you like it, just understand they're doing you a favor by putting them on your team. You're probably getting discounts. If they're giving you a board a month, guys, be humble, man. Take that and run with it. It's $40. It's $50. It's a free deck, and I'm sure if you're shredding the shit out of that deck and you need it to street skate, he's gonna hook you up again. Like, you're doing work for them, he's doing work for you.
No, absolutely, man. If you, I've had, you know,
How many times?
quick story. Fred would literally get a brand new board, set it up, tray flip, boom, land on the tail. Here's another one, man. No problem. You know, it wasn't too much of an issue as that. You know, it was, we couldn't pay you guys, and boards was a way of showing
payment.
love and showing you that we're here for you.
And that's
you know?
all I
and,
think any starter skater that's looking.
Yeah,
to
I mean, because we were starting up too. It's not like
Yeah.
we're Element,
Yeah,
you know,
here's
Baker,
$500
and
check,
right. More than that, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, they get paid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
per month, it's like
Yeah, I mean,
$2,500.
I'm sure they get
$5,000
paid, and then
checks.
they for board sales and such, you know,
Yeah,
royalty and stuff.
royalty.
You know what I mean, and such forth. And I wish I could do more, but you know, I am.
Hey,
not
no,
in
he
that
does. He
position.
does a lot.
Yeah,
Like we're talking anytime I have a Dam Am or when I made Tampa Am. Like, just shout out to T, all right? Because those are $150 entry fees. You know, you got to earn that spot to even get the chance to skate in these. You
And I
have
mean,
to
that's
earn it.
That's like, you know, the least I can do, honestly. I mean, you were the one out
Still.
there busting your ass. I mean, all the skaters that were on the team, everybody were busting their ass back then, man. You know what I
And
mean?
if we weren't
So-
skating in contests, they're in the street skating like hard.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, absolutely, man. So cut to, you know, obviously we had our differences. You know, I just said, you know what, hey man, it got to the point where I'm just gonna venture off and do my own thing, man. And then I reached out to you, and we're like,
we
hey
had a
man,
long talk.
Yeah. We had a long
very
talk, and I
talk.
said I reached out to you because you're my second guy, you're my general man, and I was like, let's just do this. Are you with me? You said yes.
I don't know if it was his conversation, but he kept saying, "Oh, true. All right," but like he wasn't purposely saying it because of our company. It's like we catch ourselves saying "true" so fucking much.
Oh, absolutely.
True all the time.
And
True,
now that you're listening to this, you're gonna start saying it, and it's gonna be like just.
You can't stop, dude.
Yeah, now it's about, okay, so it click, and then you know what? I just said, I think you just said something. I don't know. I think maybe you just said true. And I was like, let's just do a TRU.
TRU.
Let's just do TRU. Let's just call it true.
Yeah.
And backstory to that is that I actually was thinking TRU back when No Limit was huge. This is back in the 90s, man, mid-90s. Yeah, mid-90s, let's say 95, 96 when True kind of came out. Actually, way before that. That was like 93 when True was actually established, but they were called TRU, which stands for The Real Untouchables.
See, I didn't even know what that stood for.
That's actually what TRU stands for. But we just took it as True.
Yeah, true.
So I was a huge hip hop fan. I still am. Obviously, if the people that know me know that, yeah.
Oh, and yeah, I get people asking me
my
all the time.
record CD collection is ridiculous, and
it is. I've seen
it. Yeah, that's basically where that came from. I was like, let's just do TRU, and then so we just said True, and the ideas just started flowing from there, man.
It worked. I loved it.
It just started flowing from there.
Yeah, man. Once we got a few decks out, it was tough at the start because I know like if I had a lot to learn, especially in the design world, but like we started kicking out decks, and could you just hold up True Way? Because your mind's got to click every once in a while. Something good's gonna happen, and he said True Way, and I thought it was kind of. I didn't even think I'd like it.
Well, this is 2017 or 18.
It was.
So that
17,
so
17.
I mean, definitely we're fast forwarding a little bit, but I'm always coming up with just ideas and ways of creating something. And if we're just going to get into it now that you just brought it up,
I had to, man.
The True Way, it made sense to me because Subway
True Way
has 3 letters, sub, and then way. Let's just put TRU in front of it. True Way.
Yeah, man.
And actual true story, and I'm going to have to bring it up, that 2 months later, after we already had this design made and came up with the idea, DGK made one.
Oh, it was so crazy.
DGK Way, except theirs had the green border that went around it. And not to take anything away from DGK, because I actually love everything that DGK does. That's I kind of feel like that's where I get some of my ideas too. Is I want to be straight, kind of on the edge, guttery, kind of on that. I don't want to be too cheesy, if that makes any sense.
There's a fine line.
And not taken away from a lot of other companies that do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah, so yeah, that's basically somebody pointed that out on Instagram. Somebody was like, dude, DGK just made one just like that.
Yep.
Did you guys steal their idea? I'm like, hell no, we came out with this 2 months ago, dude.
Yeah, it was already out.
And they had just previewed the board.
Definitely not taking anything
away
from
So it wasn't like
either.
we took anything, from anybody.
He's had so many ideas, and he comes at me, and it's super hard to say no to anything.
Well,
but
since you already brought that up, man, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, let's do it, because that's what I'm getting at. I don't know a bad idea or a good idea until we see it on a board and we have it out there. Like, let's just talk about this one.
See this? I don't know if you guys can see this, but yeah. So pretty much, there's the TRU. This is an actual CD cover that came from them, and we just changed certain things.
I mean, you make it look exactly like a CD
cover.
Vinyl.
Yeah. Back then, this is how a lot of the covers were. They had like the shininess. They kind of had like that. Whoever was doing these designs back then was awesome, man. A lot of the True, the No Limit, all that stuff if you saw it on the shelf, you know that that's True. That's No Limit. That's Priority Records. Who made it, what made it. So then we did the featuring. Instead of having, featuring, Fiend, C Murder, whatever, we just did, Dino, Aaron Rhymes, and Alex Perkins. Yeah.
Shout out Perkins, baby.
Perkins, Fred, there's Gabe Back. And then shout out to, it's Bentley, but I actually, It's actually Perkins, I believe, too.
Oh,
I think
really?
they both. I think both of their names are actually
Alexander
Perkins.
Perkins?
No,
We've
it's
got-
Alexander Perkins.
He goes by Bentley?
And I think Caleb Perkins. So I think
Caleb
they both have
Perkins.
the same last name, but
I
they
just
actually
totally
don't.
forgot Caleb.
But yeah, but we're jumping ahead. We're jumping ahead a little bit. We had to show you
Okay.
that really
No,
quick.
that one was dope. When it came out, I almost just knew I had to have one of them for the wall. Like, it's hard.
As soon as they were sold, everybody flooded to try to get their hands on it because they saw it somewhere somehow, and they were like, "Dude, that takes me back. I fucking want that board for my wall." And I think that's hanging in a lot of people's homes. They never even skated it.
Yeah,
they're just
exactly.
hanging on people's walls. A lot of people that actually buy our decks, they just hang them on the wall, man. They don't even skate.
Yeah,
them. They're
same
just
here.
like, I just fucking love the design, and I love it.
See,
You know,
he put it on a skateboard, and other people who don't skateboard are buying it, but yet they're supporting the skateboarding part of it as well as they think the design is.
well, I think
sick.
some of them even might have skated in their time, and they're just like, I used to skate, man, and I love that design, and I want it on my wall.
Mm-hmm. I'm just loving that you push these ideas on me because I have my, how two people own a business. There's tons of people I know that two people own a business, they co-own. And like, if you don't sit down and say, well, you have to allow other people's ideas to roll through your ideas.
Sure.
You can't think yours is always correct or yours is always.
But I mean, that's the good thing about both of us. So it's like, I kind of know.
We are so different.
What's going to sell and what looks good. And then I come up with the idea. We brainstorm it. Yes, no, you'd like it. No, whatever,
But there are things up where you're at will sell better than things will sell here.
Sure. Yeah,
That
absolutely.
happens a lot.
That's why we have to come out with two designs at once.
Absolutely.
Because we might not agree to the same one or somebody might not like the design. And that goes with everything nowadays. I mean, you might see an Enjoy deck and it's got, just their font of the panda, and it's like, I don't want to skate that, it's just got a panda on it. They rather skate the one that has,
I mean, yeah, because, dude, skateboarding is so dynamic. It's always changing. And you can't ever think that everybody's a good guy and everybody's a bad guy. Like, I think of Travis Pastrana and Brian Deegan. They are like the good guy and the bad guy of motocross. You're going to have Gabe back, you got him on our team, and then you got me. We're like two completely different skaters. Yeah, I'm not saying he's gangster ass, but like me, I'm not like, we're not going to have the same designs.
Yeah,
ever.
absolutely.
But like, we are bros. And
yeah, big shout out to Gabe, by the way.
Wherever
we're
you're
holding
at,
it
bro.
down, bro. We're not going to get into that, but we're holding it down over here for you, man.
Yeah, shout out Gabe. Love skating.
Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out Gabe.
If you guys could just like follow him right here, Gabe. If he's on Gabe Snapback, I'm gonna post that right here. Man, that guy's got hard flip, double late flips. He's got ridiculous amounts of crazy tricks. If you guys haven't seen him skate, go find him on Instagram. One of my favorite dudes to skate with, man. He'll come to my contest. He's won it 3 times, 2 at least.
Yeah, I think
he comes
so.
and wins.
Like that.
Nollie late 3 shoves.
Fred, obviously. I mean, he took it.
He's taking
16,
money home.
15. I can't remember what year he took it. Yeah.
He took it pretty easy that year. Tray flip 50, tray flip crook.
Yeah.
He was tray flipping into everything.
Yeah. That was crazy.
All right, let's get back into where we were. So
so getting back into it, man. So 14, 15, so we started Tru and all that. And not to, go back on it, but around that time, man, we had a lot of great skaters that were on 8 Up that followed over. And we used to, in our 2010, 2011 era, we were going to Davenport all the time, man. About an hour and 15 minutes away from Peoria. And we met all these great dudes down there, man. All these just great gutter skaters too, man, that were just straight street rat skaters, every day, all day. I mean, they have $1 million skate park, man. Why not?
It's amazing there.
I mean, why not skate it every day? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, a lot of good dudes, man. Shout out to Ramon March, Alex Gould, Perkins, Caleb.
Yeah, I said.
Catalyst, all them guys out there, man. So sick.
It's hard to not forget.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to forget anyone.
Guys come and go, man, but they were still part of 8 Up. They were still part of Tru. And, they're not ever going to be forgotten or anything. It's just, people just kind of fall out.
Whoever gets the chance to be there.
Sure. And I mean, I'm not asking for a lot, but I think, some skaters expect more.
Oh yeah.
And, we
Yes, they
can't
do.
always be there for everybody, especially when we're not in the same hometown. I mean, that just kind of gets really, really hectic. I got stuff going on in my life. They got stuff going on in theirs. And like I said, people fall out, man. I mean, it just happens. It happens, man. But they are all great dudes, still skating. They're still ripping. I think Gould is either
303 skateboards.
I want to say he's definitely like or he's something out there, and I think he's in Denver. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I haven't talked to these guys in a while. But
Shout
yeah,
out
man.
Alex Gould.
Yeah, Gould, man.
Skated some damn ams with you, dude. You've got such a style, and you're very consistent in the streets. You've smithed Hollywood High.
All those guys are, man. They are fucking rippers, man. I don't know who's skating and who's not anymore, but those guys are fucking rippers. Man.
I love watching Alex's posts pop up because it's never something like simple ever. It's
Sure. No,
So.
I mean, and I'm not in the Instagram, in the Insta.
The actual clips popping up.
Yeah. I'm in Insta and everything. I just don't get in it all the time.
Like
I'm
a skater every day.
Yeah. I'll get in it, and then pop out of it and get into some other shit because I got life going on, man. But no. I'm just saying, like, I don't. Follow them on a regular basis or anything, but they're still on Insta with me and everything. And I would say I follow on Insta, obviously, but I don't, keep up with those guys, but they're still out there killing it, man.
Absolutely.
As far as I know, they're out there killing it still, man. So yeah.
So we're at what year here? We're at what?
So yeah. 14, 15, 16. So Tru's going. We got it going. We got designs out. Like I said, again, Ramon, I want to say he was second on the board, and we did the Northern Lights, but we did kind of like a purple hazy board.
Yep. I loved it.
Yeah, but it had the Davenport bridge from going from Moline to Davenport, if I'm not mistaken. It was real hazy, kind of a purplish kind of color. It's sick.
Beautiful font. Of his name.
Yeah, his name was awesome on it. Still the same font that I didn't really like, but the name on it. It's just a great board.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah. Not taking anything away by all means. It's a great board.
Gould, I think, had a few decks too. I don't remember.
Gould, we're not going to get into that for other purposes, but I made a board for him, and I just put his photo on it, and I said free Gould, and obviously he appreciated it. All the guys over there loved it. Shit happens. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't want to get into that. Yeah. But yeah, shit happens. And it was just a picture of him and a fisheye, man. Yeah. And I remember putting that board together and actually just designing the entire board myself.
Oh, really?
No help at that time. Huh. I made that board myself. I don't know why. But I did the font. I did everything myself at that time.
I remember it came out at a good time because we needed something new.
I don't know what it follows into and what number of boards it was at the time, but I got them on my wall and I still can't picturing it now, like what number on the
that's a tough
on the wall it is. But yeah, but he had one. Yes, he had one. Alex Perkins did not have an actual board. He was on just like the featuring.
That's true.
On that one, I think I came up with an idea and he didn't like it, so it never came about. Yeah, and that's the thing, guys. I want to put these guys on boards and give them a signature board, whether they're not pro or not. It doesn't matter, man. Like, put these guys on a board. These guys are the rock stars. They're the ones out there busting their ass. They're the ones out there doing it. Why not?
And I did run into a few issues.
And some people didn't. What tell me.
We ran into a few issues because I was in like my third or second Damn Am in Chicago, and I did have Paul Zitzer come up to me, and he was like, "Hey, Dino," or he actually emailed me. He's like, "Hey, I know you're not a pro, but do you actually have a board with your name on it?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I mean, we just kind of."
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I was just telling him we kind of made a. We were just having fun with our company. He's like, "Oh, good, man. I totally figured you're not writing for some pro company or anything, are you?" And I'm like, "Man, we're just a smaller company right now." I'm like,
"Sure.
Company loves what we're doing. We're just putting names on our boards because we love it." And he's like, "Man, I love that." He was not upset with it at all. He's just like, "If you're gonna ride that board in the contest, will you just slap a sticker over your name? Just put something over it so if anyone does say you finish first and someone sees your name on it, they're gonna say something."
Kind of being biased or something.
Yeah, like how?
Yeah. They're gonna say, "Oh, well, he's he's already pro, so let's just give it to him.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, I got
they
it.
just
And that makes
wanted to
sense. It
cover
makes
their
sense. I mean,
tracks.
somebody, yeah, it
You
could
never know.
it could take one person
Yeah.
to complain about it, and then and there here we are. Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
but yeah,
I
but
get it.
yeah, but yeah, you guys are the rock stars, man. Let's put your names on them. Why not?
And I think we have a pretty good squad. I mean, right now I love the dudes on the squad. I mean, it's gonna change probably this year too. It's crazy. You never know who's gonna
No.
join.
I mean, it's always going to change.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's either we're going to bring more guys in or some guys are going to fall out. We don't know. But we're not going to get into that. That's that's some politics crap.
on.
But but there's a lot of stuff going on. But for sure, I mean, the core guys are always going to be there. And if you want to be with us, then let's fucking do it. I mean, what's the point of not keep going?
Also, if you're ever looking for I want to ride for someone, aka True. If you're ever looking to ride, guys, 3 things. 1, have a great ass attitude. Don't come with
absolutely. That goes a long
attitude.
way.
Don't throw your board. Don't come out looking like a dick. Like, no one wants to see that. 2, be nice to people. Like, if you see someone you want to help, like someone needs help skating, don't be a dick. Don't tell them to get out of the way. You know what I mean? Just don't do none of that. And 3, just be yourself. Be whoever kind of the style that you're creating. Like, don't try to be someone else. Enjoy your skating and make sure you're skating for all the right reasons. So,
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's key. Yeah,
competing or not, like
definitely.
we don't have to sponsor people who
definitely key. I mean, coming from my eyes and coming from me, I mean, just you, for example, I mean, you live and breathe true, man. Everything you do. And I don't ask for much, man. Just rep, post. That's it.
Yep.
It's not hard. I mean, I mean, obviously, I wish I could pay you, but I can't. But at the same time, hey, man, just rep.
Mm-hmm. And the guys,
And all it takes, I think, a lot of guys that have been on all these like huge companies, they've been on it for a long time. I'm pretty sure they're sick and tired of saying, such and such company. I'm pretty sure they're sick of it. But they have to because that's their sponsors, man. That's who they rep. So
at the big leagues, P-Rod has to wear his hat at a certain angle so Mountain Dew will pay him his check.
Absolutely.
I mean,
No, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. No,
So, T don't make me do that, but I do.
No. The only thing I think I ever asked was just post, man.
Tag.
Just
You
tag.
post a video of skateboarding?
Just tag.
Tag us.
That's it. Yeah. No, I don't ask for much.
That's
man.
not asking much at all.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. But yeah, so
I'm very humble with everything I've been given,
and
guys.
I appreciate everything you do. I words can't even describe how much I appreciate this guy over here, man.
Yeah.
He's holding it down. Let's just say that, because I went through a couple rough patches myself. That if he wasn't doing it, then I don't know if I would have kept going. I don't know.
But look what it is today. I even get people tell me like, man, like you guys are a solid company. Don't like. I think I've questioned us sometimes before, like how are we compared to others? Like not trying to say we're better than any other companies, because I love everything. I love everyone, any business, any company around us. But like,
sure,
I just don't want to ever think. I don't want anyone to think that we're better than someone else, because man, I'm making sure we're in this for all the right reasons.
No, because we definitely don't want to think that, because there's somebody that's going to come and straight fucking kill it and show you the fuck off.
Yeah.
And you're done, man. You know how many times we went to, I want to say it's Crystal Lake contest. We showed up, killing it. Here comes Smo.
Oh.
Fucking kills that whole fucking park and makes he makes everybody look like shit, that park.
What is that?
I want to say it's Crystal Lake.
Up in Chicago,
it was
a park.
Rafferty.
Brendan Rafferty.
Brandon Rafferty. Shout out to him, by the way. He's
Brendan.
holding it down up there.
You've thrown some sick contests.
And giving out some big cash for
that I can't ever take
a grand.
Huh? Yeah.
A grand.
I've missed out on it. I've made the finals every year.
It's a trip, man. It's a trip for me. It's about 3.5 hours.
And it's Grays Lake.
So it's Grays Lake. There we go. Grays Lake, not Crystal Lake. It's up by Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking Crystal Lake. But yeah.
I mean,
how far is it for you?
It's 4 hours at least.
More than that.
It's got to be. Anyway.
Yeah.
We meet Smo. And the crazy thing is, I'm gonna bring this up.
Well, I already knew Smo. We didn't meet him then. We already knew Smo.
So.
Or you're telling the story of when you met him.
When I met. No. Okay. So I mean I met Smo a long ass time ago. But like my point is, it's crazy to say like you're going to meet up with Smo and go to this contest that you know he's going to beat you at. And it's like, I think that's a great point.
No, because we showed up and well, I'm not gonna say. I initially thought, "Fuck, Smo's here. Fuck,
Yeah, it
we're fucked.
sucks.
We're fucked. He's gonna take
sucks.
it. We're done."
Yeah.
And I wasn't saying it out loud, obviously, but I was like,
Shit.
Smo's gonna fucking kill
Dude,
it.
and
It's
shout
just
out
fucking.
to
He fucking kills this part.
Guys, you got to just know who Smo is. I'm going to post a real quick good just clip here, man. This dude, like, I don't know how to say it. He's been skating longer than anyone I know. He can skate switch, all tranny, street, anything. He's a hybrid of all the best skaters I've ever skated with. And
Big shout out to Smo. That is my fucking boy right there. Anytime we see each other, man, it's like we
Skater of
It's
the
like
year.
we're never like we just come. We just
right
keep
back where we
yeah
left off.
right where we left off. Exactly.
2020 skater trick of the year, I believe, this year. He was trick of the year. He
No
had like this
shit.
huge ass, like almost like an interstate to fucking
Well, fuck, I didn't
frontage
know. I didn't
room.
know that, man.
Yeah, he got that. He sent it.
shit.
And then we were at that. Oh man, I know what clip that was. I'm gonna post. It's that one from him transferring. He front 50s across the half pipe, drops in contest
Grays Lake.
Red Bull contest. Fucking, you've seen it. He just he airs into a huge like launch ramp. That clip is unreal that you just watched a minute ago, guys. In person, when I was filming it, I'm just like, Smo Show. I said I wanted to get him in here sometime. That'd be dope.
Oh, you're gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to.
It's
now.
not a question. Are you really questioning it?
No, I'm definitely not. Like it'd be easier.
It's whether he can.
Yeah,
he
get the
agrees to
time.
it,
Yeah.
or he makes the time. Yeah.
So we're sitting here probably 16. Where were we at? 2016.
Yeah, it's 2016. I mean, we're cranking out ideas, cranking out boards. Fast forward 2000. I think for a while there, we're just still doing our thing. The contests are still going on every year.
Bigger and bigger.
I want to say 2017, probably about August of 2017, man. A year prior to that, Airwaves went down. They just didn't want to do it anymore. I wouldn't say went down. They just did, I think he just wanted to just
Get
be
out of
done
it.
with it, get out of it. I think they were 30 years plus, man. So I think they were just like, yeah,
Shout out to Airways, man.
Yeah,
30
Airwaves,
years of business.
shout out
That's-
to Airways for sure. Holding down Peoria for
Wow.
that
30
long,
years.
man. Yeah, I think even back when they were in downtown Peoria, man, that's what I heard.
Wow.
Before my time, before I moved
Before you
down
moved
to
here,
Illinois.
okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, because when I first started going to Airwaves, it was probably I want to say like early 2000s, man, mid 2000s, around that
Holy
time, and they were on Sterling at the time in Peoria, the street. Yeah, so they were on Sterling, and then they ended up moving up to Bradley College, up by the campus.
Okay.
And,
I know where that's at.
And they were there for a couple of years, and they did good. Well, I want to say prior to that, they were in a different location, but yeah, then they ended up moving there, and that's where it just kind of finished off. Was up there. After that, I think the owner just said, "I don't want to do it anymore." Yeah. So then a year goes by, and all these guys are like, "Man, we need a shop. We
Need
a shop.
something."
We need a shop." Obviously, we need.
You
a shop.
told
We
me
need a
this. I
shop.
remember your conversation.
Yeah. They were just like, "We need a shop.
I'm gonna open a
let's-
shop.
let's just somebody's got to do it. Who's gonna fucking do it?
Yeah.
So I had the opportunity, found a good location, good busy location, small but good location. So I got lucky with it, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it, man. Put all my money, put all my chips on it. I want to say that I went through a little bit of a struggle there for a while, like trying to get it going, but I had enough to where I could just sell collections and whatever I had to make it happen, and whatever I had to do to make it happen.
So you opened a skate shop, 2017.
Yeah, opened up the skate shop 2017, August of 2017. Was doing that for a little bit. Like I said, it was going good. It was like word of mouth is big, man.
Oh, huge for us,
Huge.
small
Yeah,
companies.
yeah. And me telling you right now that word of mouth is going to
matter.
go a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With you opening a skate shop in 2017 in Peoria, and it's a raw skate shop. You're using distributors, and you're going through it. You love skateboarding, so you open a skate shop. I'd love to hear your point of view on places like, and I'm not trying to point out like what you do when you go to Zoomies or shops, in a mall, what it's actually doing to local skate shops like T himself. It really. It's not maybe a lot of you don't understand it yet when you're younger. I know you want to go to Zoomies and get your favorite wheels or boards or whatever, but 9 times out of 10, a shop can get what you want if you just talk to them. And can you kind of elaborate with me? Like, you just almost have to be in skateboarding for so long to kind of start learning. Like, you don't walk into a skate shop. Like, shout out Riot Skate Shop. I'm just gonna throw this out there.
Yeah.
Riot Skate Shop. Me and him had a talk, and like, when a kid comes in with his mom and puts on a pair of shoes on the wall and says, "Hey, how much are these shoes?" and they put them on, and they ask how much the price is, and they're like $10 to $15 more than the ones at the mall, at Zoomies or wherever the store or mall is. I'm not shouting that out, but I'm just saying, like, if you come into a skate shop and do that and you don't buy the shoes there and you just kind of say, we can go to the mall and get the same pair for cheaper, and like, what I think a lot of younger kids don't understand is that's a huge problem. You don't.
No, absolutely. It is, but I never had somebody say that to me, first of all.
No way.
Because I was always cheaper than Zoomies.
Well,
and I didn't have shoes, which is a very expensive account to hold. But I didn't have shoes.
It may have not been shoes that he was telling me about.
Oh, no, I get it. No, yeah. But I didn't have shoes, which was obviously something that people were looking for all the time. I mean, I got calls all the time for them. But, anything that I had there was cheaper than Zoomies.
So you were always beating their prices?
Always. I mean, I had parents that were like, hey, man, I want to support local.
That's huge, man.
I'd rather give you my money than give that place in the mall. They should say the place in the mall.
Place in the mall is a great name.
You my money.
Place in the mall.
Give them my money.
Place
you know
in
what
the
I mean?
mall.
And that means a lot, man, because maybe the kid didn't want to, but the parent wanted to.
And that's huge.
Yeah. And, they didn't get the same treatment that they would get at Zoomies when they came into my shop.
Yeah.
I mean, I was teaching kids how to put grip tape, sitting there doing it with them, talking to them, making them feel comfortable about what they were buying. Because the parent goes in, they don't fucking know shit. They don't know anything about anything. And you talking to them about it and making them feel good about what they're buying goes a long way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're teaching more than
and I think
a sale.
I ended up talking to the parent more than I did to the kid half the time, because they were the one asking the questions. They were the one wondering. They're the most curious ones because they don't know. The kid just wants a damn board and wants to go out and skate it.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about, what him and I were talking about, Hell, half the time, some of them were ex-skaters from back in my time. Mm-hmm. And then we would be talking about the olden days, the 80s and the 90s skaters, and we're the same age, and they got their kid in there, and we're talking about other stuff, while I'm putting the board together. So they got that comfortness. And like I said, even if a mom or a dad brought in a board that they bought in some other place, not local, maybe they bought it I had one that bought it at an X Games, and it was like some random skater that I didn't even know who it was.
Yeah.
But they bought it at an X Games that they went to in Indianapolis or something. And she brought it to me. She was like, can you grip it for me? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And she's like, well, I could show your son how to do it. I did it right there for them. They were like, well, can we put it together? And after gripping it,
yeah,
she was like, you know what? Just put the trucks, wheels, everything on it. Let's just do it. Right there and then. At first, she was just going to grip it, and then we're going to probably either leave, go somewhere else and do it. And she was like, after getting to know me as a person and showing them, how would I say, making them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Showing them that,
like what you just did there. I'm definitely not wanting to take away from the malls, stores, and conglomerates that sell skateboarding apparel, clothing, gear, product. But I'm saying your money, like what you just did, their money went a long way there. Like it wasn't just a sale. It was, I'm teaching you something. I'm trying to be friendly, and you're helping me, and I'm a local business.
Well, because they like you as the person.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you sold them on yourself too.
Yeah.
You made them feel comfortable. You made them feel great about what they're buying now.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Instead
absolutely.
of them going to whatever chain, big chain store, whatever, whoever, CCS, Zoomies, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You made them feel more comfortable about what they're buying.
Yeah.
And that's it goes a long way, man.
Like local shops. I mean, they definitely. I know there's a lot of us probably closed down during this COVID.
Well, even not to bring it up, but even before then, a lot of shops were closing down, and I don't really know what the the main reason is, and I don't want to say that I'm blaming it on Zoomies and blaming it on these big companies. If anything, I want to blame it on, online sales, man.
Online sales, that's a good point.
But you can't get the same treatment online as you would get in person.
Nope.
What I used to do for all the moms and dads or whoever, grandmas that used to come in and buy skateboards for their kids, grandkids, whatever, they can't get that online. They don't know what they're buying. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what size, and what I used to tell, and not to steer them away from that so that I can get the sale, what I used to tell them was, what if you get a warped board in the mail? What if it's chipped?
How's the process for you there?
Whatever, how are you going to feel that you were so pumped and so jacked to get the board in the mail, you open it up and get it out of the box and it's crap, instead of just you going locally, looking at the board, holding it in your hand, looking at it, whatever, you'd be more satisfied doing that than if you were to do it online. Mm-hmm. I don't even buy shoes online, honestly. If I can't try them on, because I have flat feet. But if I can't try them on and feel the comfortness and feel like, man, these are sick, I won't buy them online because they might look sick online, but if we put them on your feet, they might look like shit.
Well, I
that's just me.
I buy mine online, but I'm OCD, so I buy the same shoe over and over.
Yeah, so you already know. You already know how it feels. You know how it looks on you. You don't need to do that.
That's easy.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that I've never bought a shoe online, because I have, but because I've already, like you just said, you just put it in perspective to how I order the same Vans online because Zoomies might not, or not Zoomies, but Journeys, because I actually don't fucking buy anything from Zoomies, but because if I go to the mall, it's going to be Journeys. I'll give Journeys my money. Yeah, for sure, because they got my Vans.
They will, They actually have more options than I thought whenever I went in there last.
That's all I wear, just like you. All you wear is DC. All I wear is Vans.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I don't want to buy my shoes there. It's just, like I said, I think I've worn 2 or 3 different shoes in the last 4 years.
And I'm not knocking anybody that does. It is what it is, man.
But I'm just saying, if you can, give your time, just give your time to a local shop, man.
My favorite skate shoe was the Reynolds 3.
Was it?
I tried it on at a skate shop, and man, I loved it. And I just kept ordering them, and then towards the end, you couldn't find them anymore, because whatever the new Reynolds came out, I think I was ordering them from like Zappos or whatever that damn site is called, and I bought all of them.
Did you?
Oh yeah, I was like, I'll take whatever's left in the inventory. That's how much I loved them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I remember you wearing one pair. You wear 10.5.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So where are we at here? After you opened your shop in 2017, you sat good. Things were going on. You had a few demos. We threw some demos outside.
A few demos. Nothing big. We wanted to hold like an actual contest, but
the park. Were you having problems with the park?
Yeah. Well, we were trying to get a new park built because of the parks that were existent were not the greatest.
Yeah, you had to wear full pads at some of them.
Yeah. The one in Pekin, you had to wear full pads. And then there was a situation where, in the neighborhoods that they were in, they weren't the greatest, and people were getting robbed and, not getting beat up. Yeah. For no reason too. It's just whatever, kids being kids, whatever, you know what I mean? And we wanted to get a good skate park built in a good location and just everything new. And, it just never happened. But we wanted to. We were trying. I felt like I could have done more. But man. I felt like I could have done more, but I'm stuck at a shop, and I can't do.
But you gotta understand,
by myself.
I know your position though. Like, I'm not saying it like that, but you're not the one skating for us. Like, I'm out there, so I know I got more than one job. I can promote, and when I'm skating, I'm promoting. When I'm traveling, going to different parks, I'm promoting. I'm doing all the shit that you can't. I can't sit at a shop. You know that.
Oh, no. Yeah, right. No, well, we're not going to get into that because we obviously know that you do a lot. But I mean, me as a part for the community to get the park going, I felt like I could have done much. Oh. But I have the shop and I have everyday life. And
you have a child.
Yeah. I have a son. Yeah.
Shout out to Victor.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's life, man. You want to do more, but you can't sometimes. You know what I mean?
And you definitely got to balance it. You don't want to be pushing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to balance it. You have to balance it out, man. So, I wish I could have done more. So, Yeah, so it lasted a couple years, and then 2020 hit, and I think I don't have to say much about that. 2020 hit, and I just felt like enough's enough. I think that I tried it.
And you're not the only one.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
no
tried
way.
it. It was good. COVID hit as well, so that kind of took a hit anyway. So I think if I didn't decide to shut it down, early January 2020, it would still would have happened eventually.
Yeah.
And not just because of COVID, because you can't get anything, man.
Yeah. We found that out.
So how can I order and how can I keep maintaining the shop when there's no
When you buy boards
damn
in
supplies?
When you buy boards in 1 month and 5 months later, you still can't get the boards you ordered.
Oh, it happened. It happened almost. It felt like it happened
immediate?
overnight, but it was like a couple months in. It was probably about March, April when you just couldn't order anything.
That and prices all went up on the stuff you've already ordered. Which when you told me that, I'm like, well, we kind of got to sit here and think about this. What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, board prices went up. I mean,
yeah, we're sitting here. 2021.
Personal boards went up. Like if I want to order.
Yeah.
For our company,
So if you were buying boards last year from us, I mean, if you see a small rise in price, it's not because of us.
Yeah. Well, not even that, man. I mean, like the wait time is ridiculous.
Oh my
obviously
gosh.
we've been
What is
waiting
it now?
for 5-6 months almost. Since
people-
the board should have been
Guys.
done in 6 weeks, and we're 5-6 months in.
I'm so sorry to a lot of you viewers.
Yeah, definitely have to
asking.
apologize. It's not that we're not doing our part. It's
Yeah.
that they can't keep up with the demand right now, man.
Yeah, it's been tough, kind of consuming our boards. We've been trying to save them and use them as much as we can.
I think we went back to back when we ordered the Dino decks. Then we did another reorder of them because they did so great.
Yeah.
And then
Right before it
and
all
then
hit.
at the same time that we reordered them, we came up with 2 brand new designs that we are still coming out with here soon.
It's ready.
I'm not going to hold my breath, but it should be soon in the next week or two.
Yes.
We should have our 2 brand new designs coming, and we're already cranking out the next ones because we don't know when they're going to come.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking this is going to come out February 5th, and we talked about mid-February if we're lucky.
What, the boards?
Yeah. If we're lucky.
They had originally said February 7th. But like I said, I'm not going to hold my breath on it.
I'm not either, because I've heard this many, many times, and they've called back saying they don't have certain things and
Sizes and shapes and whatever.
We're not just going to settle for whatever they have. We want what we always get because people love what we always get.
Well, originally they said they didn't have the 825s.
Yeah.
Because I think most of the boards are 825. They didn't have 825s. They would send us 838s if we wanted them. And then I think when I went back a week later and was like, you know what, just send me the 838s. They were like, oh, they're gone.
Oh, well, they don't have those.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, skateboarding has been pretty tough.
Because you can make it work, obviously, but
we'll make it work,
yeah,
but we
they
don't
were
want to make
gone.
it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we at that point we were just desperate. We needed boards.
Yeah, it didn't even matter at that point. we just needed decks. So yeah.
So all right, man. I guess the shops, it's that was that.
Yeah.
And now we're where are we sitting? We're sitting where we are now. I mean, we're ready for the next year.
Yeah, we're ready for this
Just because
year.
the shop closed doesn't mean.
No.
mean
The
shit.
shop was just how would I say, it was
A pleasure, an extra.
it was extra. Yeah, it was a part of what we were doing to
Yeah.
begin with.
I mean, we could do.
It was just
without-
a chapter, in the whole saga that's going on right now.
This was
what I
already
mean?
a thing, and it's never. It's
No,
constant.
it's never. I remember people coming in and were like, "Do you have shop decks?" And I'm like,
Wait.
well, it's not a shop
It's not a shop deck.
It's my company that I
So
had
signature
originally
decks.
started before the actual
Company
shop
boards.
deck,
There's pro decks.
and I want to talk on that is because when a kid comes in and says you have a shop deck, they automatically think it's cheaper.
$35.
Yeah, it's
cheap.
cheaper, and it's just cheap, and they don't care. But I have to basically say, hey man, these are actually good quality boards, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and
knock our own shit.
Yeah, knock our own shit
No
and say,
way.
hey man, these are $35 decks. They're fucking wood
Yeah,
chip
man.
boards. You know
Any
what
of
I
you
mean?
viewers.
No.
Any of you viewers, like it could be this. Oops. It could be this deck. Any board that you find that says True Skateboards on it, they're not shit decks from China that are
No,
crappy
absolutely
wood.
not. Nope, they're from the
Pro
US,
company,
man.
they these are good wood. I would not
Good.
be able to skate it.
7-ply maple, man.
It's the good shit.
Yeah.
So all you parents out there looking for good boards for your kids, man, he started with a good company. We've jumped back and forth from a few, but it's always been
for the most
consistent.
part, it's been the same company. I think we outsourced to a different company. Great boards for a while there, and then I think they had a falling out or something happened. I can't really remember what the whole ordeal with that is. And
Tried it out, wasn't as
if we
good
wanted to get into it, I can, but I think they used to do a lot of other pro decks, and even they ended up going somewhere else because of the same reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but either way, we knew if we ordered them from either company, we always got what we needed.
Yeah, no, they were great boards at the beginning.
Yeah,
they were great
from
boards, but they were great. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yo, you guys are gonna have to let us know about T's designing work on the clothing because
I just come up with the idea. My designer puts it all together, but
you know, True Life, man. Pull the mic out the way, let everybody see that. I love that. You know, with all these new designs coming out, I made a new online store. I'll post a link in the description below. But I mean, I like I said, I love the new True Life. We've got some left chest full back. We got some left chest right sleeves, full front with the Thrasher True logo style. We got all sorts of new styles coming out. But man, you could push me back every time. I just love the old True way. You can call it the old True.
I think that's gonna be a lot of people's favorite.
It's the
for
hot
sure. Anytime I wear the T-shirt or anytime I wear any of our meme shirts, I guess, because people might not know that True Life is actually like MetLife, like the insurance.
Some people may not catch on.
And
to that.
some people might not catch on to. Some people are like, oh, I get what you're doing there.
Yeah.
Or kind of like the hub shirt. I'm just gonna say the hub shirt that we put. Yeah. So like the hub shirt, I mean, some people are
we're
real
definitely
catchy.
trying to
Catchy to it and kind of play around with that. I think my designer came up with that idea actually, and I kind of just ran with it.
And then a lot of people jumped on.
I think I just was like, you know what, F it, fuck it, let's just do it, whatever. But yeah, we're always coming up with ideas, man. I mean, yourself as well, obviously, but
it's tough. It's not.
I don't want to take all the credit, Come on, man.
Hey,
I mean, it is tough though. I think you draw blanks when it comes to when you're thinking of yourself,
Oh, absolutely. I love it.
It's for everyone. It's not just you. I mean, when you're thinking of yourself, like if I was to think of my own deck, I mean, it wasn't hard when I did my own deck. But I mean, when you think of your own deck, I don't think I could think of like right off the top. I can't think of what I would do.
You can't be more right because I had all the time in the world to design my next board. It's this one right here. And I sat with a designer, and I think I spent days upon days trying to make this crazy.
Oh no, you should. You remember the early ones, the ones that some girl had put together for us.
It was so much effort and so much time, and I'm like money, and just trying to make this deck look so sick of that was more like a scene. Like I had to try to design a scene, and I did all this
like
work,
thinking of what you would be doing or something.
Yeah, and I put way too much time in it, and you know what? Somebody just
you were switching something, maybe.
Yeah, somebody's just like, it may have been you, or it may have been your designer. He's just like, why don't you just put the head on the board and put your name on it?
No, that was my idea.
That was you?
That was my idea to just put the face. Originally, I wanted it to be almost cover the entire board, but that came out cleaner. And then we just took out, certain things, obviously, and then we just kind of ran with the rest, man. And we just put it together. I mean, I came up with the idea, and then I just said, just do the head. Why do the whole body or whatever? We just brainstormed it,
This is my absolute favorite deck I've ever had, I've ever sold, and I've ever been a part of.
I've sold that to people that just wanted it on the wall.
So
they just love Dino the dinosaur.
I did not expect. We bought 25 right away, and they were gone. And then we bought 25 more, and they were gone. Yeah. We couldn't sit. We had to turn down.
Oh no, I think we ordered 50 the second time, didn't we?
We did.
Or
yeah,
25.
it had to
I can't even remember
because we gave a bunch away at the contest.
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah.
All I know is I would have never, if I had to guess before we got the boards, that it wouldn't have sold the way they did.
Oh, I knew they were going to. I told you that from the beginning.
But I didn't believe it. Yeah, someone could say that shit's gonna sell, man. But you get it, you promote it correctly.
I wasn't really sure how you thought about it at first, honestly. I think you were like okay with it, but you were like, eh.
I was like, it's not gonna be as cool as that design, I don't think. And then this pops in, and
it's just cleaner.
It's probably what it is.
But it's it's not like I'm over here designing them. I'm just coming up with the idea, and then we're putting our own twist in it.
Yeah, he'll call me.
So yeah,
randomly.
don't think that we're like sitting here on the drawing board and designing them like ourselves and putting them together ourselves.
No.
We just take.
We send pictures. We
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, we
We like,
just-
hey, what do you think about taking this money thing and doing this and putting our name and doing all these? You just that's the best way to.
Let's not get into that. I can't wait to see them.
No,
I honestly I can't wait to see the new boards.
I
man.
know our new boards.
I'm pretty fucking stoked.
I am ready. And it just sucks because I don't know when we're getting them, and like I could talk about them, and then T's gonna be like, they're at the house, and I got to drive 3 hours. To
No.
I'll
I'll probably fuck with you at first and be like, no man, it's gonna be another week or something. And I'm fucking sitting there looking at them, send you a fucking snap real quick. Yeah. Send you a pic while I'm talking to you.
By the way, while we're playing video games tonight, I got the boards in earlier. You want to see them?
Yeah. We're on the phone. I got you on speaker. I'm like, check your phone, bitch. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, so yeah, really stoked on those, and the designs are gonna keep coming out. The boards are gonna keep coming out.
We're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere. We're not stopping. I mean, I already have the ideas are nonstop, man. It's just whether we can get the boards at this point. I think we're at a point where it's just all about quality control, I guess. Man.
You're right, but dude, we've been doing this now since 2014.
Yeah. And it sucks that
7 years
now
almost.
we're waiting on other people when before I think we were waiting on ourselves.
Yeah.
And now we're waiting on other people.
We're ready to push
because we're just ready to crank them out.
Yeah. And we've got it down to a I don't know, an art of what we have to do. It's our craft now. We've got it.
Yeah,
we got it mastered.
Yeah, we got to just keep going.
Once the world catches back up, our dreams are right there. They're limitless.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got to keep focusing on that. We got to keep focusing on other things as well. I mean, you're gonna have probably a lot of contests this year that are coming up. So we got to focus on that as well. I mean, the skateboarding obviously is key. I mean, we got to keep pushing that obviously, but so we'll have to wait and see what
I'm
what
hyped.
this year is gonna be.
We've I don't know, man. This year, it's between me and you, man. Like I just can't tell you how hyped this town is on skateboarding, and like how
I know.
I feel like Tru has doubled in popularity because of skateboarding, and like they're gonna be crazy this year. So we almost need more Tru boards more than like anything else.
The regular.
So, yeah, they're gonna sell like crazy.
Yeah.
And especially here, if not all surrounding areas.
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting to. It's like the quality control is just not there when we're ready.
Yeah,
it almost seems to happen like when they're ready, we're not ready, and then when we're ready, they're not.
Let's just pray it all goes smoothly this year. Our boards start coming in. And we could just go back to where we were.
Man. I mean, that's what we got to just focus on is just being focused. I guess we got to focus on being focused. If that makes any sense, man. So,
dude, I'm so glad you're here. Like, I'm just pumped. We got to talk.
Yeah, no, this has been great. I don't think I want it to end yet, but unfortunately, I think we're getting to that point.
It's winding down, but I was gonna ask you.
No, ask away, man. I feel like I've been talking the entire time.
No, that's what you're here for, man.
Yeah, I want to hear from you as well, man. What?
So, I mean, you kind of answered it, but like when you started this company, and I mean, I was there, but did you care what other people thought? Like this can go many ways. Like T did something that taught me a lesson, and it's like he did something and he opened a business. He started a company on his own, just put my name next to it, but he didn't like tell me how he felt while he made it. Like, how did you care what other people was saying, good or bad? Like, mainly the bad. Like,
no, there was a lot of like politics that went into it at the beginning, and like I said, I don't really want to like bring it up really, but we started at a time where there was other skaters that weren't really fond of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we just kind of came in and they're like, who the fuck are these guys? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And to tell you the truth, we didn't even have any Peoria skaters. They were all Pekin and outside town skaters at first because I just don't, there was a lot of, like I said, politics into it. And I think it was mainly character is, and like they didn't like a certain person that was,
I was
part of the crew, or they didn't like the a part of the owner, whoever it was. It was just all politics, man. And it was hard at first, like to kind of be like, well, fuck it. If you don't want to be with us or a part of us, then we're just gonna keep fucking doing it, and we don't care, And that's how it was at first. We were just like, we're just gonna fucking do it, and we don't care, and
And that's a good I think that's a great attitude to start at, because I mean, think of yourself growing and getting larger, more popular.
Sure.
Like not every person is gonna hit thumbs up on your video.
No,
you're gonna have
true. No,
those
that's
people
true.
that just thumb downs because they want to.
And I mean, like I said, that's just it's part of life, man. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get people that are gonna hit the dislike button too. I mean, who gives like
Shane O'Neill
a fucking dislike like
how can
on
you
a
watch
video?
His slow-mo April videos?
I can't.
And say, fuck, that was bad.
It's
Terrible.
fucking it's stupid. But I mean, that just
pessimistic skateboarders.
That's
or
just
some
life.
lame
It's life,
mother.
man. And I mean, I've never cared about what other people were thinking. We're still doing our thing, and I mean, even. I don't, obviously that's not happening now.
No.
I don't think it's happening now. I mean,
not on us.
Not on us. No, not on us. I think a lot of those people are not. They don't give a fuck now, anyways. They're doing their own thing, and they're not. They may be falling out of skateboarding. They're probably not even into skateboarding anymore. You know what I mean? So,
well, with you saying that kind of thing, it keeps me more on check. Like, dude, at this point, like, I know we're not huge, but I'm so confident in what we're doing. Like, I look back on the history of our
it
company.
takes time, man. It does take time. I know that there's other companies that take off a little bit faster than others, but we just been doing it at our own leisure, and we've been doing it as we go, and it's not our everyday life. We have jobs, and we have life that is in the way of your dreams, but don't ever give up on your dreams. I mean, I never did. And who'd have thought that I'd be sitting here right now with you? I mean, I didn't think that back in 2014.
No,
you
where
know
we
what
are
I
now,
mean?
I'd say we're sitting pretty good.
Yeah. No,
At
I
least.
love where we're at right now. And like I said, I wouldn't take away anything. And, you got to jump through hurdles in order to get to where you want to be, man.
Your company, your company that you created in 2014 sent one of your skaters to the Tampa Am. I mean, that to me was my highest goal.
Well,
And
it wasn't. It
wasn't
wasn't me, obviously. I
It
mean, you're the
was-
one out there skating,
but-
But
yeah,
but I mean, it helps.
your beginning
It
goal
helps to have somebody there.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
you and
Oh,
have
it
your
does.
back for sure.
It just made me want it that much more. And like I said, I'm not saying all my goals are met in life, but
Yeah, no, and I mean, it doesn't always go as planned, but
No.
as long as you're happy and you're happy with what you're doing, and you're content with it,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, man, keep doing it.
And I just want to shout out T, man. We don't have to call him Tomas. I have never called him that. T Flores, T.
Yeah, just T.
Yeah.
Big
When you see him at the
T.
skate contest.
I think Fred said Big T a couple times.
Has he?
More than once.
Oh,
Big T.
man.
Yeah.
If you see him, you Effingham homies, anyone at the skate contest this year, you'll see him out there. He'll be having tons of these decks, true decks.
Just come say what's up, man. I know I look
most friendly
intimidating,
dude.
but I'm really not.
No,
man.
he's very friendly.
I just come off that way. Maybe it's my scar. I don't know what it is, but
Oh,
I
well.
just come off that way. I'm a big dude, so
Nah, man. Just come up, say what's up, introduce yourself,
Yeah.
especially if you're a skateboarder. He'd love to talk to you, especially at our contest or, anytime. That
yeah.
day.
Anytime that anybody came up, man, let's just talk and just
Always looking for new talent. I mean, you come up and you surprise the shit out of us, just like I did to him. Anything can happen, and your life could change in 2 years because you're riding for a company that we respect you, you respect us. And,
I mean, it's a little different now, but yeah, I mean,
Very-
there was at one point I think we were pretty much good at
lockdown.
pretty much we had some.
Our
I think
crew
maybe
was so
8,
solid.
maybe like 7 or 8
Yeah.
really good skaters, and I mean it. To kind of talk about that, it's hard to put everybody on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to put everybody on,
But they have to understand
But-
why they're not and why everybody
and
isn't.
and it's not even that, man. It's not like I want somebody to give up on their dreams. It's just that I can't put everybody on as much as I want them to be on. You know what I mean? And
you think every one of those 8 dudes just got the spot for no reason?
Right.
No.
Right. No, I mean, there's something about, whatever I saw in it that they should have deserved to be in it. It wasn't just a given. It wasn't just like, hey, let's just put you on just to get put on.
If I just said one of our names to our skaters, T has an entire list story that will just fall out of why he's on the team. It's that easy. Troy Schweitzer. Why is Troy on the team? The dude pushes. The dude promotes. He's consistent at contests. He's got a great attitude. He's been skating with me forever.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the list could go on forever. He's skating every day.
Shout out to Troy.
Troy Schweitzer. Look at that. I got
Shout
decks
out
on
to
decks.
Troy.
I got all Troy decks
The
down here.
cleanest dude, I mean, skating and outside of skating.
Yeah.
I think even when he's skating, I don't think I've ever seen the dude not look clean.
So, I mean, the dude can...
His
he's
vehicles,
so
everything he does is clean. I feel dirty around this guy.
It's all right, man. He loves us. We love him. Yeah, man. You're gonna be in here soon, by the way. You may be my next interview. You might be our next one.
Yeah.
Shout out Troy.
Now that I came, and remember I told you I said we should have our own.
Yeah.
And now Troy.
Now it's Troy. There's a little clip here. How's this little clip look? One of his best clips I've seen.
Yeah, but talking about that, I swear I told him, hey man, we need to put you on like years ago.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I don't remember that. Like, no, I think we talked about that.
We threw it out. We threw him a bone.
But I think he said he wasn't good enough is what he was saying. But that's just him being humble, man.
Yeah, that's why there's another reason to add to it.
Yeah, and then finally I think it was just like, dude, you need to put him on. I'm like, I fucking said we should have put him on a long time ago.
And he's a guy. He's not even asking for anything. Like
he's just like you, man.
Yeah, I totally 100% agree.
I don't have to tell you guys anything. You guys just do it on your own, man. And that's what I love, man.
And thank you so much for that, Troy.
Tell you to go out and do it. You just do it yourself, man. And that's what we're looking for is somebody who's just willing to promote. You know, it's not like we ask for much. You know what I mean?
You need a deck, you're getting a deck because you're doing what we're asking you. I mean, you're in Champaign, I'm in Effingham.
And it's more than just a deck now. It's decks and shirts and
it gets pretty gnarly for a little bit.
Buy-ins for contests, whatever it takes to push you and to make you feel, comfortable that you're with us is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, and he does it, man.
I don't have to say shit. Yeah, he does.
If you earn that spot, it's a great feeling and it's a great team. I would not ride for Tru if he has a bunch of dicks and just people I don't want to skate with. Why the hell would I want to do that?
Yeah, man.
So
yeah.
We're getting down to the end of this, man. I've had such a great. This has been a great interview.
And I'm sure that we missed a lot. So
if
there is part 2, I am here.
We're an hour and a half in.
And no, we're 2.5 hours away.
No, I said we're an hour and a half in on this interview.
Oh,
it's only an hour and a half. That's decent.
Why does it feel like it's only been an hour, half hour, or something? I don't know. Whatever.
We get into
but
some
we
deep
could do a part 2 because I'm sure we missed out a lot.
Dude, trust me, there may be a part 2. There may be 2 of you at the same time because we need 2 people.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, and the more of us, maybe some of like the
years go by.
No, not even that. I was saying like if you have like some of the originators in here, we could tell you some fucking stories.
Dude, that would be much better.
Yeah, some of the originators.
And it helps to have someone else sitting there. Well, you remember this because we're gonna forget stuff when you together. So
after maybe you have a Fred interview, then maybe we'll get some of the rest of the crew in here.
Another teammate for sure.
And yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But guys, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I know if you watched through this, you've learned a lot. You've gained a lot of knowledge through the Tru company that we have created. Thank you so much for being a supporter and just backing us, always buying our decks and trusting what we're doing.
Yeah, thank you to all the Tru supporters, everybody that's been with us since day one, man.
Since day one, all of you. I know we mentioned most of you.
Even if you're just new, man. I mean, I appreciate it personally. You know what I mean. We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing, and then if you love it and you enjoy it, man, we love the support.
Thank you so much for all the support. And guys, if you've enjoyed this interview, if you could please just subscribe, smash that like button right here. And that's going to do it for us. T, I appreciate you making the drive. This hopefully isn't the only time I see him in my basement in an interview. Podcast went great.
It's not going to be.
The Tru life is only going to keep rolling. Tru, baby. Guys, I'll catch y'all later. Thanks. Peace.